With the year 2026 finally starting, it seems like it's going to be just as good, if not a better year than 2025 in terms of gaming. Specifically, I'm super excited for a ton of games that are coming out this year, starting with Resident Evil Requiem looks really good. I really like the direction both 7 and 8 took the series, and it seems like RE9 is going to follow that up. It seems like the game is amping up the horde, bringing it closer to more of what Resident Evil 7 accomplished. Hell, maybe even closer to the older games. I cannot wait to learn more about the game's protagonist, Grace Ashcroft, her mother, Alyssa Ashcroft, and of course, the return of fan favorite, Leon S. Kennedy.
I think I want a second opinion.
Next on my list is 007 First Light. Being developed by the developers of the Hitman series, this game looks really promising as well. I find the direction they took the story very interesting, as it involves a younger James Bond, which definitely looks like they cloned Nathan Drake. Jokes aside though, the gameplay definitely uses elements from the Hitman games, but it seems like they're including more action in the gameplay, which is definitely welcome, and it fits James Bond. Also, real quick, can I just say it is so refreshing to see a new 007 game? I know everybody talks about GoldenEye 007 back on the N64, and while that is definitely a classic, Agent Under Fire was a personal favorite of mine growing up, and it's definitely underrated. My brother will tell you all about Everything or Nothing. Anyway, 007 First Light is definitely a must-buy for me. Although if you ask me about fighting games this year, I'd definitely choose Invincible Versus and Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I am so excited for both of these games. I lumped these two together since they're both superhero fighting games and they're both tag fighters, so why not? Invincible Versus surprisingly seems really promising, and the more and more we see of the game, the better it looks. Although, in my opinion, it does seem a little rough in certain points in terms of animations and how the gameplay looks. So just in case, I'll temper my expectations, but I'm still pretty optimistic about it. Now Marvel Tokon though, this game about to be so tough. Having played the closed beta that happened late last year, I can confidently say the gameplay feels so good. Combos feel great, dodging and countering feels amazing once you do it right. The 4v4 system, while it can be chaotic at points, works surprisingly well. And it definitely takes some time getting used to, but once you get a hang of the controls, it all feels so natural. I can't wait for the full game to come out, and hopefully the quality is just as good, if not better. Matter of fact, speaking of superhero games, we also have Marvel's Wolverine as the next entry in Insomniac and Sony's Marvel video game universe. I am so excited for this game too, especially considering Insomniac's track record so far when it comes to Marvel games. From what we've seen so far from the reveal trailer, the story seems really interesting, especially with the inclusion of characters such as Mystique and Omega Red. The gameplay seems really fun too. It seems like they're going more for a linear style of gameplay as opposed to the open world we've seen with the Spider-Man games, which is definitely a good thing, since I think I can speak for everyone when we say we do not need an open world Wolverine game. That shit would have probably been ass. Anyway, Marvel's Wolverine seemed very promising, and hopefully the more they show, the better it looks. Now, moving on in the video, we have, wait, what? Almost forgot a game. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, that's right. Grand Theft Auto 6. If it even comes out this year. Is another game I'm super excited for. From what we've seen so far, the graphics are absolutely astonishing. And for what we've seen of the game's protagonists, Jason and Lucia, they seem pretty promising. They seem pretty promising as protagonists. Though at the time of me making this video, we haven't seen any in-depth gameplay yet, so we can't really make any judgments on that. However, speaking of which, I hope Rockstar truly innovates and switches up their gameplay, like with the mission structure and gunplay mechanics. Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5's gameplay aren't bad at all, and holds up really well. But you can tell they've been using damn near the same mission structure and gameplay as older GTAs, for example. Not to say there hasn't been any improvement, because there definitely has been, but I just want to see more, you know? Regardless, we just have to wait and see if GTA 6 is truly worth the wait. There are just so many other games, but we'll be here all day, so let's rapid fire this and bring up some honorable mentions. Halo Campaign Evolved. I'm more so cautiously optimistic about this game. On one hand, the game looks pretty good and seems to respect the original's art style and vision from what we've seen so far. unlike some remasters and remakes. But at the same time, it's 343 Industry. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Halo Studios. And knowing their track record, I don't want to get my hopes up too high. Pragmata. Pragmata looks really interesting, especially being a brand new IP from Capcom in a modern day. Having played the demo that released not too long ago, I can confidently say that the gameplay feels really fun, especially with the hacking mechanics the game has that allows for some really interesting enemy encounters. I also can't wait to see the dynamic play out between the main characters Hugh and Diana. Also, I can't be the only one who's getting Death Stranding vibes from this game. Phantom Blade Zero. Most of my excitement for this game comes from the gameplay. Combat looks super addicting and really fun to learn, especially from what they showed in the trailer so far. The art direction and atmosphere sticks out to me as well due to its mostly dark tone and use of muted colors such as gray. Tides of Annihilation. While not completely confirmed for 2026, the developers are aiming for a 2026 release window. So just in case, I'll put this game on here. Tides of Annihilation seems like another action-adventure game with really fun and exciting gameplay mechanics. The game looks amazing, but I do hope they polish up the game a little more before release because the frame rate did chug a bit in the gameplay they showed. But we'll just have to wait and see. This year is just so stacked with new and exciting games, it's insane. Hopefully most, if not all of these games live up to the hype. And maybe one of either of these games, or maybe another game coming out this year, might become an all-time favorite of mine. Speaking of, if you want some insight on some of my favorite games of all time, check out this video right here on the end screen.